International President, Rotary year 2021 to 2022, Shekhar Metha.
Hello, my dear fellow Rotarians in Manila and around the world. I'm so happy to see you at this presidential conference on growing local economies and protecting the environment. Yes, I would have loved to be there in person, to be meeting each and every one of you, to shaking hands with you, hugging you, having coffee with you, and discussing Rotary. But this is what the pandemic is doing to us. But we will overcome all of this. In the meanwhile, I am so happy to be addressing each and every one of you. I'm also very happy that past director Rafi Garcia, my dear friend, has put this presidential conference along with Chair Edna. My compliments to both of you and to all the people who have worked for setting up this wonderful conference. It means so much to the Rotary world. When I was selected to be the president for 2021 and 2022, I knew that I wanted to use my presidential conferences to shine a bright light on the Rotary areas of focus, showing all the great work that Rotary is doing in the world so that we can inspire others to serve and want to be part of the change we are creating in this world. We serve to change lives in Rotary. And some of the most dramatic changes are happening all over the world, are happening in the projects that we will be highlighting in this conference. The two areas of focus complement each other so well, because protecting the environment also means creating opportunities for farmers, ranchers, fishermen, and women, and everyone who takes a suitable approach to living off the land. And building local economies also means that opportunity is spread equitably around the globe. Villages and communities are supported, and people do not need to abandon the place they call home to find opportunity. When you remain close to the land that you love, you will protect it very well. Throughout this conference, we will uncover innovative ways that Rotary members and the people who align with us in service can become more effective by strengthening their networks and learning from approaches that work. This will, in turn, make it easier for you to increase donorship for your projects and to gain attention for your good work. This will inspire others to join in the cause, and it will help spread positive peace throughout the world. It is by inspiring others and building hope around the world that we fight inequality and give up for millions who are left behind us. And it is by taking a serious approach to climate change that we help preserve communities that sustain lives and prevent the catastrophes caused by conflict and displacement. Our speakers at this conference will talk about numerous exciting service projects. One of them aims to create 1 million living wages across Asia Pacific, helping displaced or disfranchised workers connect to entrepreneurship and employment opportunities. Another exciting project is led by the Philippine Bamboo Foundation, which is building capacity and skills for indigenous people and marginalized upland communities in tropical ecosystems to plant and grow bamboo for trade. This bamboo will not only create living wages, it will also restore the ecosystem balance, and it's also going to protect against catastrophic flooding. We will also be highlighting our relationship with the United Nations and inviting Rotarians and our service partners to implement sustainable commercial activities. We look to inspire leaders who can introduce ideas and implement practices that build on the UN sustainability goals. Let us consider the words of the UN Secretary General. He said we can expand and mobilize constituencies and to engage people in national planning and implementation for the sustainable development goals. And volunteer groups can help to localize the new agenda by providing new spaces for interaction between governments and people for concrete and scalable actions. Speaking of the UN, I had the opportunity recently to participate in a global roundtable about sustainable economic practices and service projects that will help the world meet global warming benchmarks. As a longtime friend of the United Nations, Rotary supports the UN Framework Convention for Climate Change and fully supports the goals of the Action for Climate Empowerment. Rotary fully supports efforts to enhance education, training, public awareness, participation, public access to information, and international cooperation regarding climate change. Events like the COP26, for example, help inform Rotary members about what they can do and take action against climate change, both in their own communities and in projects worldwide. One way that Rotary is taking significant action worldwide is by helping to regrow mangrove trees around the world. Mangrove trees, as Filipinos will know so very well, are extremely important in protecting local ecosystem. First, because they help protect against soil erosion, they also provide shelter and create a breeding environment for small fish and other sea creatures. And they help mitigate the effects of coastline erosion and rising CO2 levels. Over the past 5 years, more than 20 million in global grant funding has been allocated to environment-related causes by the Rotary Foundation through our support of community economic development and water sanitation and hygiene projects. This commitment will only grow stronger in the years ahead now that Rotary has made protecting the environment one of our explicit area of focus. Rotary is committed to supporting activities that strengthen the conservation and protection of natural resources, advance ecological sustainability, and foster harmony between communities and the environment. We empower communities to access grants and other resources, embrace local solutions, and spur innovation in an effort to address the causes and reduce the effects of climate change and environmental degradation. Even as we discuss growing local economies, our focus will always be for this year on empowering girls. All projects that we do, whether on WASH, whether on environment, whether on growing local economies, let the girl be at the forefront. Even in today's world, the girl is disadvantaged and is discriminated against. The projects around the world are resonating so very well with empowering girls. I'm so happy every place that I've gone, and I know even in your country, excellent projects have been taken up for empowering girls. Keep up the great work. I'm so happy to see what we are doing in empowering girls. To me, the way that Rotary will help protect the environment and build sustainable growth around the world is by inspiring people to action. We know that our organization of 1.4 million can do great things around the world. Just imagine the power that this organization would have if it were 2 million or 3 million. This year, we are focusing on the initiative Grow More, Do More through Each One, Bring One. Friends, I urge each and every Rotarian who is watching this to bring one new person to join Rotary during this Rotary year. One of the most exciting things about conferences like this one is the way it can open your eyes to new opportunities for friendship, alliance, and growth. It isn't just your friends and business partners who can help us grow. It is also the people we meet while we are promoting service activities and inspiring others to serve who can be a part of that change. So let's go out. It's not difficult. To each one, bring one. I encourage you also, my friends, to use this forum to listen, to learn, and to reach out. Find others who are just as inspired as you are. And together, think of 2 more people who can inspire to make part of this historic movement. I once again thank the organizers for this wonderful presidential conference. I would have loved to be there in person, but I can tell you I am there with my soul, with each and every one of you. Together, we will do more and we will serve to change lives. Namaste.